Welcome back to Coin Sense and Nonsense. Today, we're back with part 3, hopefully the last part of our Guardhouse box blow up, mash up, whatever, reorganization. And we've got that left to cram into the boxes. So got several going, not going to review. Let's just delve in here. And I thought we could start with this one, I think it's pretty cool. So, didn't know a lot about this. Why am I holding it by hand here? Hang on. All right, now I think that's a little better, a little more stable. So this is obviously Merry Christmas 1973, but what's kind of cool is via Comet Kahutek. And in the early 70s, that was a big deal there, the arrival of Comet Kahutek. And then Happy New Year 1974. So I thought this was a neat one, but there's no markings to tell you who made it or anything. And until I got the magic book, I didn't know. And now I do. So these are Joel D. Retu, or this is, and this is the one here, number 2. And there's the obverse and reverse. There is a canceled version. So, Merry Christmas 1973, no mintage data, darn it. So I am switching things up a little bit here. If you watched the previous video or videos, you know those are modern bars, and I don't really collect a lot of those, but I kind of had them separated into this Guardhouse box and was going to do another one with a 50, but plans are changing on the fly here. So I'm going to start loading from this end towards the moderns just so that there's space there. So there we go. And while we're in holiday mode, we may as well go for this one. I can see smashed the capsule there on Santa's buckle. So tried jamming this one in. It didn't quite fit. So, yeah, Silverstruck and others, we know the pain. So this one is kind of neat. There are several companies or producers with the same design of Santa, but with different producers or mints or whatever. So, love the kind of toning on this one. Don't know how legit that is, but we'll take it for what it is. Rarities Refining in Anaheim, California. And so if you've been following my channel, you know I like to collect Anaheim Metals Company. So anything to do in Anaheim is appreciated. So Rarities Refining, there is Santa. And they do have things kind of mixed up here, I think, in their terminology. It's really RF2, not 3. And again, no minted, darn it. So, not super rare from Rarities Refining. But, we get it in the box. And even though it's all jacked up, I'm still gonna try to jam it in there. And there we go. All right, let's keep with the holidays here, and we'll do a little Halloween. So this is Halloween 1973, obviously, and Silver Creations Limited, and these were made for the Long Island Coin Center, and that's kind of near and dear to my heart. I grew up on Long Island in New York, so this is neat, and it does have the Washington Mint logo there. So that's another added intrigue, but this is Silver Creations Limited, as I mentioned, and we'll go to the fabulous book here. And there's Silver Creations, and you can see there it bears the Washington Mint trademark, struck for Long Island Coin Center, Halloween 1973, 4,000 minted. So not a ton, but more than I'd like, but still happy to have it. So let's get that one planted in the old box. And there we go. These are all onesies, so I don't have to worry about grouping mints or anything. Right, so another single bar that I've got from this mint, Pioneer Mint, but love the motif, imagery, whatever. like the Western style, very plain back or reverse. So Pioneer Mint, I think this is just known as the commercial bar. And if we check our handy dandy guide, Pioneer Mint, and there we have it, Pioneer 7, Pioneer Mint commercial, and no mintage data given, but not super common, I guess. $40, when they list a price, that's Rarity Index 5, which means it's not common. So, pretty cool. That's one I want. Darn Silverstruck, he's got that one, and it tempts me. I need that. So, anyway, we move on. Well, we almost move on. We got to put it away, right? So, we can barely see it here. There we go. All right, they're starting to get discombobulated here, but let's do these two. Wait. Almost knocked the whole business off the table. So International Trade Unit with the awesome imagery there with the eagle. I think he's landing, or she, or coming in to get some prey, something. And this is kind of got a plain reverse, back, whatever. But this is a classic. Now, I do have another similar one, and you'll notice that the eagles are slightly different, and the positioning of the Liberty Bell is different. When I first started to look into this, it was very confusing. So for this bar, that's the obverse, that's the reverse. For this one, that's the obverse, and that's the reverse. Let's check it. And before we look these up, shout out to my buddy AGAU Addict. We've had like a little running joke or conversation the last few videos about my motivation. And so first video I had some wild turkey because I had a wild turkey bar, and last one I had a Buffalo Trace because I had a Hamilton Mint Bison bar. So we've got eagles. That means we've got to have Eagle Rare. So let's start with this kind of basic one here. Just has what I call like a picture frame reverse. And you'll note that the Liberty Bell is on the left of the eagle. And it's a Crown Mint, or what used to be known as California Crown Mint. And CCM is near and dear to my heart. Well, here's why. So I've got several of these ingot style or Kit Kat style silver bars by CCM or California Crown Mint, and just love it. So anything I can get from Crown Mint or California Crown Mint is welcome in my collection. So reverse type 1 there, picture frame, and here is our candidate, I believe. So got Liberty Bell on the left of the eagle, so Crown Mint 3. There is a variety, and the Liberty Bell is in the center, and that's where it got a little confusing, because that Liberty Bell is in the center, but that's not the obverse on this one. That's the obverse on this one. So anyway, Crown Mint 3. There we go. So International Trade Unit, no mintage. And not super, I guess it's somewhat rare because it's got a price assigned or a value. So, and again, if you didn't see the previous videos, those prices are based on like 2007 silver prices. So let's get this put into our box. And then the other one, like I say, this is the obverse, and that's the reverse. So we've got this one, Crown Mint 5, and there is a variety depending on which type reverse you have, either 2 or 3. No mintage given. And which reverse do I have? That one, reverse type 3. So I thought this was so cool. There is another one where there's into thirds, and I think another one with quarters. So all different producers, but cool nonetheless. So there we go. Let's get everybody lined up. Right. So let's tackle this one here. Not really the elephant in the room, but kind of an oddball. This one is the first Wisconsin center, but made in Switzerland. What is up with that? So in 1973, they minted these, and there are two different reverses. I've got the more basic one with the first Wisconsin center and the logo. And of course, the good book has got a Switzerland listing. The one we have is right there, Swiss 20. And you can see there's a 20V and a 20. And so the difference is the type of reverse, A or B. So there's the Swiss 20 and there's the A reverse like I've got. And here's what the B looks like. Kind of neat. So this one is high relief. I did a video on this one, so please check out my previous one. I will try to put a link in the description, but if you check my Silver Bar Challenge playlist, you'll find them all. So I'm going to put this one in the box with these, even though it doesn't have a capsule. And you might be saying, Coin Sense, I've been following your video and you had a 50 box going and you were putting all the oddballs with sleeves and didn't fit into capsules over there. Well, there's going to be some changes. And so I do have another place to put most of these, and we'll talk about that later. For now, we're just fine in here. So guess if there is a silver lining there, the variety is worth less than the regular one. So $5 difference. I'm happy. All right, next up, let's do this Lake Tahoe bar. And this one, actually, I don't have all my lights on. There we go. This one has got a little bit of toning, and don't know if it can be appreciated here, but plain reverse. Love this like classic Silvertown reverse, and scratched to crap, but it's been around a while, and I'm still happy to have it. Got a good deal on it way back. So yeah, I think the toning isn't quite coming through, but trust me, it's got some colors along with fingerprints on the capsule. But Silvertown, let's see what we've got in the book here. And it is the Silvertown 22. And there are no varieties of this one, made in 1983. So a lot of my other ones are in the 70s, but 83 type 6 reverse and 5373 minted. And that's kind of an odd number, isn't it? So let's put it away before we do any damage here. There we go. So we've got 3 down at the bottom here. This one is for the 25th anniversary of the founding of Israel. And there are quite a few issues commemorating this event. And happy to have it. U.S. Silver Corporation, or U.S. Silver Corp, as we all know it, USSC. And let's check the book. So U.S. Silver Corp has a lot of listings. There's the one we're after, USSC 145. So there is a variety possibility, inverted reverse. What do we have? No. I'll put that away. So let's keep going with the U.S. Silver Corporation. You can see some cool toning there from being kept in an envelope or a sleeve. Kind of scratched capsule, but this is for the California Gold Discovery, and got the standard reverse, I believe. So where are we in our book? We've got the Gold Discovery, kind of poor picture, but there it is. Some have a gold in the pan. Unfortunately, I don't have that. So California Gold Discovery, and no mintage, darn it, but made in 1973. So let's get that put in our box. If I ever said book, pardon me, I'm so used to putting coins in a book, I might have said book instead of box. So, and last but definitely not least, in our U.S. Silver Corp bars, we've got the 200th anniversary of the Boston Tea Party. And love the imagery on this one. And I've got the regular reverse. I think there is a variety possibility. So we shall see here. Boston Tea Party. Yep, there is an inverted reverse, which I don't have. No mintage data given, but there you have it. So we'll put that in our box. And coming down the home stretch. Right, I think we got just a few left here. And this has been one of my favorites. This is made by the Patrick Mint. And this is for 4th of July, or Spirit of 76, or 1776. And there are 3 different varieties of this one, and it depends on the reverse. And I have, I think, what's the most common one? So Patrick Mint, and there we are, Patrick 2. And Pat 2, you can see there's multiple and reverse variety, whatnot. It's either 2, 3, or 4. I can tell you right now, I've got Type 3 with the 29,236 minted figures. And that is because I've got this reverse and not that one or that one. So this is going to go, this one I'm going to put here for now. We've got another thing coming up soon, but for now, it's going there. Right, next up is this one. And there are many bars that commemorate the 25th anniversary of the founding of Israel, 1948 to 1973. Somewhat of a controversial topic right now, not going to get into that, but also I can't figure out who made the darn thing. So the book has kind of failed me. There are, like I say, multiple listings for the 25th anniversary of Israel, but this one didn't come up in any of them. So for now, we're going to have to leave it at that, and we'll just stash it away in our box. And there we go. So that leaves us with 2 Engelhard bars, and they're obviously very different. This one's got some cool toning, and I think this one is in the book. This was made in 1986, and I have to say the book kind of fails on Engelhard. There's not a lot listed in here, and the one I've got is this one, Engelhard 12, and there's the reverse. You can see the diagonal, and so it's got the again, kind of cool toning. I like that. But for Engelhard bars, and actually a lot of other bars, there's a website to check that's got more information than just the fact that it was made in 1986. Allengelhard.com is where you want to go to check the info on these. So the mintage on this one is pretty high. I'm not gonna have any illusions about that. Actually, both of these are kind of on the high side. But this one was made in 1981. Pebbleback or plain back, whatever. So pretty cool. Not very, very rare. You can see the PD serial number or prefix for the serial number. And it's had some better days there. It's, I think, been dipped and whatnot. Who knows? But yeah, it's been exposed to the elements. Still, super happy to have it. And these I am going to put kind of closer to the other commercial style bars just to give them some love and some buffering. So now we've just got a few slots left. Actually, there's 6 to be exact. So I did show the other 50 box there previously, and it is a mixture of things. I had this wild turkey that didn't fit in a capsule from Justice Mint, but the Doberman Pinscher from Justice Mint did fit in a capsule. So actually I'm gonna join that over here, and then I've got special places to put these guys. So we're gonna save it for another video, but we've joined the club along with Silver Struck. I've got my Silver Ingot Whitman book, but I got a brand new one. So we're gonna, in the next video, crack the seal on this sucker. Holds 24 bars, and I've got a plan here. It's gonna be mostly Great Lakes Mint because I've got quite a few on the way. So that's to come. So I thank you so much for watching. We're almost there on our second box. Well, got those to incorporate, and then all this. So it's getting there. So further consolidation. We've got 52 ounces here. Got a couple extras. We'll deal with those soon. And then 26 ounces here for 78 ounces. Actually, maybe slightly less. There's a 20-gram bar in there instead of a 31.1. Anyway, thank you so much for watching Coin Sense and Nonsense. And until next time, bye. Bye.